Well, when I came up earlier, you said we have the boat of the year, and I thought, what does it take to have the boat of the year? What does that even mean? And then I stepped foot on this model, and I thought, yeah, exactly. This is the boat of the year. It has amenities, as I told you. I said, am I naive, or have you ever seen a cabin and an open bow? And you do it all in such an elegant manner. Let's talk about this model.
Yeah, we sure do. And like we said, this one's boat of the year this year, and as soon as you step foot on this boat, you can really start to tell why. Because as soon as we start walking around, it's just a lot of oohs and ahs as you're looking around, and the mid cabin has so much room down there. So we've been sitting here chatting for a few minutes about what all the great things about this boat. And the mid cabin and the open bow is one of the best selling points of this boat.
Because you often just get one or the other, and as you and I were talking, if you really think about it, there's a whole lot of the cabin that doesn't get used because it's up in the nose of the boat and it gets a little stuffy.
Yep.
And so they've kind of, with this model, it's almost an acknowledgement of that. Let's take the space that people want, but let's utilize that space that's not so popular and open her up, man. And they did it in such an elegant way.
Yeah, exactly. As you can tell with us sitting right here, all this space in the open bow, and it's hard to even tell that there is a mid cabin in this boat.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's just such a huge factor. When you're sitting up here, you don't feel like you were shortchanged in the open bow part. So they didn't have to shortchange anyone on something that you might really like. They just put it together in an efficient utilization of space.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people anymore are day boaters, so at Lake of the Ozarks, a lot of them aren't living on their boats, so why have all that closed space up front that you're probably not going to use during the day? So you have enough space in the middle of the boat so you can put the kids down there whenever they get hot, put them out in the air conditioning, and you can still be out here enjoying drinks and all the scenery from out here on the water.
And of course, we've all seen cruisers that have the sinks and have the refrigerators and so on and so forth. This is kind of being in that really cool bachelor pad because the sinks are amazing. They look very elegant, but they look also very trendy and forward. And then, as I told you earlier, a lot of times, even on very nice cruisers, the bathroom facilities are not so great. This is a really nice, it's a comfortable space.
Yeah, it's got plenty of space down below, and I wish you could really tell from up there how much space is down there. So we've got a full head inside of there with a wraparound couch, TV, microwave. So like we said, you could live on this boat if you wanted to, but more made for the practical day boater Lake of the Ozarks.
And I am seeing some speakers on this boat, too, so the sound system must be something to brag about.
Yeah, it sure is, and it's really a sporty boat, too, so it's a boat for all ages, whether you're a younger guy and looking to be on a more sporty kind of power boat. It's got plenty of horsepower inside of it with twin 320 Volvos in it, so it's made for the guy that likes to be out there on the water and go fast, but it's also nice where you can see the wine glasses for people who just like cruising and enjoying the scenery out there.
And another thing that I like about the size of this one and the build of this one is you don't have to hire a captain to come down and drive you. Yeah. Dad or mom can get behind the wheel and drive this one with a lot of ease.
Yep, exactly. And really, both boats you can drive with they're for beginners and for the expert drivers because they both have the joysticks inside of them. So all you have to do whenever you go to dock is move this joystick to the right or left, whichever way you want the boat to shift. So anybody can drive these boats. They're making them so easy these days.
I'm so excited to see these on the water. That's the fun thing about in water. We get to see them in their natural habitat.
Yeah, exactly. And I know we've moved a few at this show here, so hopefully we see a lot of customers out there on the water in these boats this year too.
Well, we're looking forward to it. In the meantime, if people don't want to wait until April to hear about the events and some of your other services and offerings, they can go online and find you.
Yeah, go to our website, www.iguanaboatsales.com. You can actually tour all of our different websites. We have all the websites spread across the header of there, so go to that website and then it'll take you to the several other companies we have now too.
Lots to look forward to. Big things happening for a company that's represented by a smallish reptile. Iguana is once again bringing a lot of sizzle to the Lake of the Ozarks, and a lot of it's going to be on the water this year. People can see them out and about, but we have to talk about the cruiser right now because we're in what to me is a home away from home.
Yes, right now we're in the 45 Cantius, and basically this boat is 48 foot long. You know, it has 2 full heads. It sleeps 8. You can pretty much cook, eat, dine in here. Great weekend getaway boat. Has a lot of amenities and a lot of extras on this boat.
So to be clear, that means 2 beds, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. That you can sleep a lot more than just a family of 4.
Correct. There's 2 separate bedrooms. There's a fold-out bed. There's fold-out sunbeds, electronic sure shades to make sure everyone's covered. You have your beautiful sunroof here as well.
Retractable sunroof on a boat, a watercraft.
Correct. Yeah, you have the retractable sunroof on a watercraft.
Isn't that it just this boat has just blown me out of the water actually, because not really you have a lower cabin and then you have another cabin, so you have stairs inside of it. It's got 2 flights of stairs.
Yes, it's definitely a bigger boat to navigate than your typical bow rider, and I call it the rumble room because that's where you can envision kids playing around. It has
You really can.
2 recliners. You have a fold-out TV so you can see it anywhere in the room.
Yeah, you can definitely see the kids down there. Mom and Dad can put the kids, go down and play in your room, and you won't have to argue with them about it because it was made for a family, so to speak, with all the little nooks in there, but you don't feel claustrophobic at all.
No, not at all. And I mean, if you feel comfortable at 75 degrees and everyone feels comfortable at 64 degrees, each room actually has its own climate control as well.
And central vac.
It does have central vac. It also has a washer and dryer in it.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. You got to see this boat, and people can see it at the April in-water boat show. But we're not done yet because there's so many more amenities on this boat. There's just too many to count. But you look at some of the condos around the lake, and honestly, if you had to go condo or this boat, I might be tempted to go with the boat.
Hey, at least with this boat, it comes with a grill. You don't have to go to Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, and buy one.
Right, and you don't have to stay. You can go anywhere you want in this boat. You can stay anywhere on the lake that you want.
Absolutely. If you ever have a problem with a neighbor, you can just pull up anchor and float away.
And go. Well, I know that we're going to get to see this boat again at the In-Water Boat Show in April. And if people want to take a ride, is that going to maybe be able to happen for them?
Definitely. We'll be able to take anybody for a ride anytime they want to.
I'd also like to point out, because I'm a woman, bathrooms are important and they're gorgeous. You don't feel claustrophobic when you're inside the bathrooms, and they've really taken great care when it comes to the hardware. Everything is really elegant and up to date and trendy.
Yeah, they like the solid lines, the squared off look. And if you notice, there's not a lot of surfaces that you have to keep shiny or wipe down. So they're trying to make it maintenance free as possible.
Now, what powers this castle?
This castle is powered by 2 Volvo diesel engines, 435 horse, with pod drives. What that eliminates is your bow thruster. The pods move individually. That way you can actually dock this, pull sideways. It really takes the fear of docking.
Rumor has it that a certain blonde is going to try to do just that in April. So if you don't come to the boat show in April for any other reason, come to watch me dock this boat. Absolutely, and the only thing that this boat will do is take you and spoil you, and you'll never want to dock another boat. I'm sure that's true. So now I have to do is get that Powerball ticket. You only have to hit 6 numbers. Just remember that. That's right, because actually this boat is very competitively priced right now. Correct. We actually just dropped the price down from 1.1 down to $7.99. So you get a lot of boat for that money. You can definitely get a lot of boat for that money. As I said, it's always so fun to wait and see what Iguana has up their sleeve for the next season. And it's going to be fun seeing what you have, the events and everything that you have planned as our season continues here. If people want to talk to you before that, though, they can go online, right? Yes, they can definitely go online. You can visit us at iguanaboatsales.com, or you can just call in at 355-5027.